at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On the carry. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Left side here to Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And a pass complete here to Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Prescott now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. First and goal from the 6. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Bears nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
A gain of
the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Out of the gun, Trubisky going up top for Miller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Bears nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
They go play action with Trubisky.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Going deep this time, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
This will make it into the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Saints 14, Bears 7.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 12.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A pickup of 10, but it brings up 4th down.
Prescott to throw on 4th, escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Loss on the play.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
56 to Mike. 56.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Harris now to return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. So
after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
A gain of 14.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
49-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott rolling to his right. He's going to, Prescott stripped.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
To throw is Prescott. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down.
Saints.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Sanders.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Saints 21, Bears 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken in the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Trubisky will throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
By the Saints.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting 3 points at the end of this.
And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
The score is Saints 21, Bears 14. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott. Open man is Michael Thomas. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
New Orleans.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw again. Prescott. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down, make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Oh, going for Sanders downfield.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Play action. Now Trubisky. This is caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing. Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Sanders. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, a 22.
And the Saints 1st down.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Kamara. 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 48 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do we...
Yeah, that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Trying to get 1 more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Eddie Jackson brought him down. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
New Orleans.
Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Saints 42, Bears 21.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline.
Latavius Murray. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And firing a deep ball for... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Saints 49, Bears 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off.
Michael Thomas.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's third and short. To the 31, and that's enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Prescott from the gun. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The throw complete. Trubisky to Miller. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
First and 10 at the 24.
On first down, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
Again, it's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Escaping the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. How about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one, because normally if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
To Ted Ginn Jr. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.